So my name is Angel Diggs. I'm a life coach. I go by the name of A Diggs, the coach. Some people call me the coach. So I have over 25 years of experience in counseling, mentoring, community services, mental health advocate, also helping out my community, helping out youth and young adult women.
I love that. Now, give me a little bit of a background about yourself and how you got started in your industry. And I'd also like to know the type of, I guess, issues that people are having that they're coming to you for to help them better their lives.
Yeah, so a little background about myself. I grew up, I kind of felt alone. I was bullied a lot as a kid. I didn't have a lot of resources. I didn't have anyone to like look up to. I'm also a young teen mom, so I didn't have a lot of resources, and I kind of had to figure out a lot of things on my own. I was actually going down like a dark path at a point in my life where it was like I had to provide for my daughter. I had to try to figure out a way, to do things on my own. And I ran into a lady who took me under her wing and kind of showed me different avenues and different ways because she saw my potential before I saw my potential. Um, as a young person, I knew kind of what I wanted to do and what my purpose was, but because of the background that I had, because people, used to pick on me and, things like that, I didn't think that I had what it took to be a voice for somebody else who was going through a similar situation.
Hmm.
However, getting under my mentor and her showing me different things and unlocking and helping me to unlock those key factors inside of me and getting to know what I needed to do, it kind of inspired me and put me on a path to say, okay, you know what? I already know what I'm supposed to do. There are other people who are going through similar things like me, and they need to be able to have an outlet and be able to come out and have access to resources and better their life as well. So I knew that it all started with me changing my mindset for me to be able to help somebody else
Wow.
change their mindset. So, in addition to me getting in different programs and collaborating with youth advocates and services in the community and things like that, it kind of guided me to the type of people that I needed to connect with and the type of people that I need to help and provide resources from. So that just deepened my passion even more to be like, you know what, I changed my life, and I know what I came from, and I know what resources and things that I needed, and I know it's other people that need those things too. So let me stand in the gap to be able to help them. So that's what I do,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and every day is not easy, but it's definitely worth it, especially when I know that I can help a family. I know I can help a young woman. I know I can help a young man who are going through certain challenges and they don't know where to go. So that's one of my main motivations is just to be an advocate for those who, definitely need somebody, to lean on. Because
Yeah.
we all do.
Yeah.
We all do. Even myself, like I said, I've been in this industry for over 20 years, but there are still some times where I have to lean on my coaches and, I have to call my mentors. So I also want to be there for someone else,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, just because you're a coach doesn't mean that you don't go through those things, right? Everybody needs their coach. Even therapists need their own
Oh, yes.
therapist. So,
Yes, definitely.
absolutely.
Definitely.
And I'd like to ask you a little bit about what the journey's been like. And I understand from what you told me that you were, I guess, bullied, which I'm so sorry to hear that. I always just sympathize because I know it's not an easy thing. How did you finally decide that you wanted to, I guess, change your mindset from all the things that maybe you experienced negatively in school? And what empowered you? Because sometimes that can be something very hard to overcome and just hard to get over. It's hard, and people, when people are mean to you, that stuff sticks, right?
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm glad that you asked that because I do face a lot of those questions, that comes to me from the youth and also from other women, who have grown up and in those challenging situations and have to face that every day. And like you said, it's not easy to get over. So what I've learned is that we have to be like, you know what, I need help. That was my main problem, coming up, because when people bully you or when you're getting abused and things like that, we tend to isolate ourselves because we feel that, hey, we're the only ones that's going through this, right? So it's like, I don't have nowhere to go. I'm going to continue this cycle, right? So at some point, you have to decide, okay, am I going to continue to get bullied, or am I going to look for a way out, right? So it comes a breaking point where we hit a wall, right? And for me, mine was I kind of turned to violence, right? No, I'm not encouraging this for anyone, but I'm just telling my story
Yeah.
so that I can inspire someone else to let you know that there is a way out, right? So in my situation, not only was I going through bullying, I was also being abused at the same time, right? And I really was alone. So in order for me, I felt like nobody could see what was going on with me. So I started to fight back, right? So I started fighting people, getting locked up, things like that nature. Turned to drinking, turned to doing drugs, trying to clear my mind. And one day I was like, you know what? This is it. This is it. There's no reason for me to be here. Now, even though I just explained to you earlier that I knew I had a deeper purpose, right? But at some point, you start feeling like, okay, is my purpose to continue to get bullied, continue to be, pressured by what life is bringing on, or what, right? So I hit this stage. I'm like, you know what? This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
And in my situation, I was like, look, something got to change today. Either I'm going to look for somebody to help me, or I'm just going to end it all, right? So I had to actually sit
Yeah.
down and think, like, you know what? It's something better for me.
Hmm.
I have a purpose here. So I had to make up in my mind that, you know what? What am I going to do? I didn't seek help, not just because I didn't know it was help out there. I just didn't seek it because I thought I wasn't worth it. So
Oh.
then I had to start realizing, you know what? I'm worth all good things. So at least, before I turn to another path, let me see if there's sunshine at the end of this tunnel. And
Hmm.
thankfully for me, I was able to find the mentor found me. It was just, it took a lot of crying. It took a lot of,
Yeah.
I had to make up in my mind that I'm willing to accept help, you know, because that's a big thing as well, too.
Hmm.
Because we tend to think that we don't have help, so we're not going to look for it,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
if we change the way we're looking at the situation and say, okay, you know what, maybe there is someone out there that can help me. Let me try this out first.
Yeah.
And we have to be open to it.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things that saved me. I opened up myself to be
Hmm.
able to accept help,
Yeah.
and that made a huge impact in the trajectory of my future. It showed me that there is another way other than violence, other than drugs, other than alcohol, which was also
Yeah.
becoming overwhelming
Hmm.
because it's only so much you could drink, only so much, drugs that you could do before you're destroying your life too.
Yes.
So now you're
Yes.
becoming your own enemy along with the other people that
Hmm.
are, putting that against you. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to continue to let all of those factors hold me down and bring me down and make me feel down? Or am I going to turn that around and start using that positively or using my story to help other people who are going down those similar paths?
Yeah.
So I chose to turn that around.
Yes.
Use all my hurt and everything that I've been through as life lessons to teach somebody else.
To help others. Yeah.
People that I've met, growing up, or people that I've, encountered, or people that I continue to encounter who are suffering and suffering in silence.
Yeah.
So I'm here, and I've not only opened myself up to receive help, but I've opened myself up to give help
Yeah.
and be a light to someone else.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Like it's so hard overcoming things and then let alone helping other people. Like that's incredible despite what you've been through and the fact that you wanted to turn it around and change. And I'm glad that you had that coach or mentor there to help guide you and help you to start to heal. So thank you for sharing that.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for listening. Thank you for
Absolutely.
listening.
Yeah.
You know, and there's still times where, I've, of course, developed different programs and mechanisms, along with the help of my coach, and then also, with my own training and, background and degrees, I've developed my own programs as well. But um, it gives me hope that, if I could just reach one person, then they could reach another person, and then we all can build up from
Yeah.
there. There's so much stuff going on in this world.
Yes.
I want to at least be some type of positive thing.
Yeah.
I can't change everything, but what I can help and what I can change, I want to be able to do that.
Absolutely. I think you're on the right path for that. So, yeah,
Thank you.
I'd like to talk about your book if you wanted to just show us.
Oh yeah, so this is my latest book that I have coming up. So it is available now. It goes with my program, culture program that I have, which is the Coach Rules 70 Days to Success. So my book is actually an addition. It's a workbook to their program, and it's also you can use the book aside of taking the program, and it gives you it's kind of a guide for 30 days to level up. Now, in this book, it gives you key points, 30 key points in 30 days that you would use, and there's little simple steps that will help you open up your mind and be able to, get on that path of self development and self improvement,
Yeah.
building up your own self esteem to get you back, because that's what I'm about as well, getting to you. Because if we don't have you, then you can't contribute to everybody else
Yep.
positively. So, that's what I'm about first. How can we help you out to get your mindset where you want it to be,
Hmm.
and help you achieve your goals so that you can be a staple in helping other people. So
Yes.
that's pretty much what this book is about. Um, and I'm really encouraging everyone who's watching, listening, to go ahead and purchase it off of my link tree. So it's that link tree slash Nick Ange, and that's NIKKANGE. So that book is available there, as well as, if you would like to join my program, because I am going to be started back in March.
Okay.
So I will be having the sign up dates coming up for that to
Mhm.
join the new course
Okay.
for that. So.
I love that. And what made you want to start this book? Like, I know you've had a lot of ideas and you help people um, through your sessions, but what made you want to just take everything and put it in a book?
Yeah, so actually, this is not my first book,
Okay.
but this is
Okay.
one, of three that I have out right now. But what made me put this one out, in addition to the course, is that
Hmm.
um, it's easy to go ahead and like, okay, I'm a teacher, and I'm a this is this and this is that and then there's that. But sometimes you have to have hands-on activities too. You
Hmm.
need to be able to see it. You need something tangible where you can go back in and be like, okay, hey, I have my notes. Let me go back and look
Yeah.
at this. Let me write down, what it is that I need to do. Let me see this step by
Hmm.
step.
Hmm.
And sometimes we go through different stuff where it's like, okay, I have to do this whole big thing all at one time.
It's
And in
overwhelming.
this book, yes. So what I did was I kind of simplified it, so that you can say, okay, hey, this day, if I could just tackle this, that. If I could tackle this, that. If I could, so everything is kind of spread out, and it gives you a chance to think about,
Yeah.
to reflect on, okay, what did I do today? What did I learn today? And you can actually see, I have a tracker inside the book where you can actually see your progress for the day. You can
Hmm.
see your progress for the week. So I wanted to make sure that I highlighted that in this book so that, one, you won't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Two, you'll be able to see where you started from and where you are now.
Hmm.
Three, you'll be able to actually, at the end of those 30 days, you can see your growth, and you'll be able to build from that.
Yeah.
So those were my main points from this book that I
Yeah.
wanted my viewers and readers to actually get and tackle and say, you know what, I can do it. I can do it. It's not overwhelming. It's not something that's beating me down. I have the opportunity to,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that. I think that's great because sometimes I'll put stuff on my phone and I don't like it because I won't look at it or I'll get distracted. I call me old fashioned, but I do like writing it down on a notebook. I like writing it down on a piece of paper and having it and being able to physically check it off and physically just see it.
right, right,
Because sometimes electronic stuff, it just, you'll get a notification and then I'm like, oh, or you get lazy or you scroll or whatever, you know. So I think that's great. And the fact that you put it into a book so people can look back and see like everything that they've accomplished and how they started
right.
and how they ended up and how maybe they need another book so they can accomplish it. So I think that is wonderful. I like that. It's almost like a diary journal too, because
Yeah,
sometimes
it
I'll
is.
throw away my checklist, but it's good to have it together to see like I never thought I was going to accomplish that. I kept putting it off. I procrastinated, but look, I did that and I did more. So
Right.
I think that is a brilliant idea, and a lot of people probably find a lot of benefit to having that.
Thank you. And seeing also what I was thinking about is when I created the program, I was like, you know what? A lot of people are into their electronics nowadays and so when they sign up for the program, I also have this guide available for the participants in the program, but you don't have to be in the program to get the book.
Hmm.
So say if you just wanted to purchase the book, you're able to just purchase the book,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
But if you sign up for the program, you would get the book inside of the program.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I love it. What have been some of the most memorable or meaningful impacts that you were able to have in certain people's lives?
Um, man, it's so many that I can't even
You can't
count.
pick a favorite.
I can't pick a favorite, but I will say this. Looking at it overall, I never thought that, this kid from, what seems to be nowhere, what seems to be um underclass as the society will call it,
Hmm.
not having the finances to have name brand stuff or be popular or have people that care about me. I never would have thought that, I'll be able to touch so many people's lives. But being able to actually be out in the community, be able to help, my clients and customers and different people that I run into, like that come to me, and I don't even know them. They just say they drawn to me, and I'll be able to say something, and
Yeah.
it impacts their lives, and all of that is meaningful to me
Hmm.
because now I can use what I've been through to help them out, and they don't even know why they were drawn to me, but now their life has changed.
Yeah.
I've inspired someone, and that means so much to me because it's like, wow, one lady I met a couple of years ago. I was on the metro,
Hmm.
and I don't know what it was, but I was drawn to her. I spoke to her, said hello, and she said, "Could I sit by you?" So she sat next to me, and we just was talking. And she just told me her life story. And I talked to her, and I gave her a little inspiration and motivation. And before she got off the bus, she said, "You know what? Thank you, man. I didn't get your name, but thank you so much." She said, "Today, I was gonna kill myself,"
Oh my gosh.
and I was like, no, like no.
Oh my
You have so
gosh.
much going for you. But she said just by you talking to me, like you gave me hope and you gave
Oh
me,
my goodness.
inspiration. She like, but I could make it.
Oh, that is
So
so,
so that definitely like it shocked me because I'm like, wow.
just by listening and talking to people, you know?
So it's like just for me being able to have that type of impact on somebody's life, to show them, what, it ain't over. It's not over. So, I really feel good about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is crazy. Like, that is incredible. And then, where do you hope to be in the next 5 years with your business and personally?
So right now, I do have a show, a podcast show called Ask the Coach, and that is aside from my life coaching business. So with that show, I do have room for people to come on to tell their stories.
Mhm.
Also guests and audience or whoever sends questions to me to have them answered on the show.
Yeah.
I'm also a motivational speaker, a women's speaker, so I speak at different conferences. So what I see in the future is being able to expand, possibly globally, be able to touch more people's lives, inspire more people, and just, letting people know, hey, it's okay. No matter what the world looks like, no matter, you know, what someone else tries to put on you or things like that nature, guess what? We in this together.
Yes.
And if the person standing beside you is not with you, I'm here. I might not be right beside you, but I'm here. Somebody that you could watch, somebody that you could listen to,
Mhm.
someone who won't lead you down the wrong path. So that's where I see myself in the future.
Yeah.
Being able to actually touch different households, touch youth, touch women, touch men, inspire people to do better,
Yeah.
and let them know you can do better,
Mhm. I love
because
that.
I did it.
Yeah. And you
I did
can
it,
too.
and I'm very transparent. I believe in authenticity, you know, because I can't expect somebody to listen to me and take my advice if I don't take my own advice. So, I'm really, open about certain things because I'm not perfect.
Mhm.
A lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of speakers, a lot of motivational speakers and things like that I've encountered or seen or worked with, you know, they have this type of facade where it's like, hey, I don't have no problems. Nothing is going on. I'm picture perfect, and they expect people that comes to them, they feel like they have to live up to a certain standard.
Yeah.
With me, I don't have any standards for you. This is your life.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? However, I'm here to help you,
Mhm.
because we all need help,
Yes.
and I'm not perfect. And I let my clients know I'm not perfect either. And what I know and what I've learned and what I've experienced and what I've studied, guess what? I'm here to help you learn the same thing so
Yes.
that you can do that for your life as well.
Absolutely.
So,
Well said. I love it. Thank you.
thank.
Is there anything maybe that I have not touched on that you want to share, whether it's about yourself, your book, your industry?
Um, I feel like we pretty much shared a lot today. Like,
Hmm.
I don't want to take too much time
Oh, no.
sharing,
No, you're fine.
a lot about the industry, but I do want to share and make sure that I, emphasize and reiterate that you are important. You know what I'm saying? You are valuable. Time is valuable. And I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about whoever
No
this
real talk
show
about me, please. Just kidding.
whoever this show may impact, or whoever, I'm talking to right now. Because, and I say that genuinely, because I was someone who thought that my time wasn't valuable, or I wasn't worth anything, or this is all I have in life. But I'm
Yeah.
here to inspire you and to let you know, guess what? You can do whatever you want to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
You are valuable. You are important. And your contribution to this world matters. But it's up to you to take a hold of those reins and be like, but this is what I want to do. Whether it be positively or negatively.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, ultimately we make the choice. And if we not gonna give up, which I encourage you not to,
Hmm.
then you gotta go all the way.
Yep.
You have to make a decision to say, hey, guess what? Let me try help. I've tried this, I've tried that, I tried that. What else can I try?
Hmm. Hmm.
Don't stop trying.
No.
And I say that to say, I don't know how many people have seen the old Looney Tunes with Wile Coyote. Are you familiar with Wile Coyote and the
Wile E.
Roadrunner?
Coyote, yes, and the Roadrunner.
Okay,
Meet me.
so
Yeah.
so I love him because, like, a lot of people, growing up, they always was against him because he was trying to get the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
But what I liked so much about Wile Coyote is the fact that he never gave up.
No, he did not.
He never gave up.
Despite
It's
all
like
the stuff he
it's
went
like
through.
he didn't got blown up. He didn't got
Fell
ran
off
over.
cliffs.
He didn't did everything. But guess what? He never gave up.
He sure
He
didn't.
kept coming back. He kept coming back. And that's what I want to inspire you guys to do. No matter how low you are, no matter how you feeling, And I'm not gonna say how low you are. Let me say how low you're feeling,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not really low.
No, you
It's
think.
just you think that you're low,
Yeah.
or the circumstances around you are making you feel like
Let's
you're
get you
low.
out of there.
You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, keep getting up, keep trying,
That's so beautiful. I
because
never thought of it like that.
eventually, guess what? You're gonna get the prize. You're gonna get the goal. You're gonna be where you need to be.
Yes.
You know, and if you give up, you get nothing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, except for the tears that you cried, the hurt that you've been through. You know, all of that would be in vain.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's all I pretty much had to say.
Yeah.
Um, and I
No.
hope that touches someone.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And I realized that I got caught up in like your story and like the things you went through and the things you've been able to accomplish that I totally forgot to ask you about marketing. And before we we end, I would like to ask you like what have you found is working with marketing for you, or what isn't working? Are you an avid social media user? What do you like to do?
So, usually, well, I'm just now getting really into the social media thing. So I don't have as many followers yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll change.
Yeah.
You know,
Everyone
definitely.
starts somewhere.
But usually I'm like in the community, like outside, like
You're more in person,
you know, usually I
connections.
was outside and, you know, meeting people, and it's been working out great. And I've been able to touch people locally, you know, and be able to help those lives. But now, like I told you earlier, I'm trying to reach more people
Yeah.
and, you know, impact, because I've realized it's bigger than my community. It's
Yeah.
bigger than me. It's
Yes.
bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that need to hear my story. They need to hear other people's story, which is another inspiration for my show,
Yeah.
which is why I've opened it up the way that I have,
Yeah.
because there are people that are afraid to be able to, you know, hey, I don't feel safe to be able to say this, or I don't feel safe to be able to say that. So I create that space,
Yeah.
you know, no judgment, anything like that. So, um, it's moving along. Like I'm getting a lot of feedback from that, positive, and I do have some people that's like, hey, wait, you're crossing out, but guess what? That's not going to stop me
Yeah.
from doing what I need to do to help other people, because that's
Absolutely.
what the main goal is. So I'm working on building that up right now.
Yeah.
I'm still good in the community and everything, but like I said, I'm trying to expand with that. So again, you know, I'm marketing my books more.
Yeah.
I'm putting them out more, my programs, so that I can have people from other areas connect with people from here. And you know, it may be someone in Tennessee that connects with somebody from North Carolina, you
Hmm.
know, and things like that. I'm finding that I'm able to get those connections, and you know, it's definitely meaning a lot to me, and not only to me, but to them.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep going.
No, I
I'm
love
just
it.
gonna keep going.
As you should. You should keep
So
going.
for my name, to hear my name more often.
That's right. One more time. Where can people find you? Where can people listen to your show?
Yes. So people can find me at, now I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. I do have two pages. One for my coaching, which is A Diggs the Coach, and that's ADIGGS THECOACH. That's for my coaching business, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. And then for my show, I have a fan page for the show, and I'm actually building that up, and that's called Ask the Coach, and that's ASKCHECOAH. Um, so that's on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
It's Ask the Coach 21 on Instagram
21.
though.
Okay.
And then yeah, we just going from there. People can email me their questions or concerns, or if they would like to tell their story or be a guest on the show, they can email me at askthecoach21@gmail.com, and just put in the subject line, you know, if you have a question, make sure you put your question in. If you want your question featured on the show, you can also, you know, indicate that when you ask the question,
Yeah.
or if you just want to answer, you know, on the page, because I do just answer the question on the page, or I'll pull it into the show. So, you know, it depends on what they, you know, the person wants that's
Yes.
sending it in. If they want to say their story, just make sure that you let me know. And I'm
Love it.
here. I'm here. If you're looking for a coach, you can also email me on that same page, and just let me know.
Wonderful.
Let me know.
Thank you so much for being a guest on our show today and for sharing your experiences, your wisdom, and the things that you've gone through. We really appreciate you taking the time to be here.
Oh, thank you. No problem. I appreciate you
Oh, of
again. Like I
course.
said, thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing me to be able to share my story and, reach someone else and
Yeah,
inspire someone else. So thank you. Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you.